Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Set 70, Indy. We go. Let's go.
On first down, Coleman. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. Going top shelf for Smith. It got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again, Coleman. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 3rd and long, Coleman. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 8-3.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Minshew, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man, it's Allen.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Now.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
60 outlaw. Bravo. Go.
Minshew throwing on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing on first down. Coleman going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on third down. Coleman. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Hey, Wahoo!
Out of the gun is Minshew. The catch made by Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. 2.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2. Shy of the 30.
Here we go. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Brian Burns. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Hey, let's go.
Minshew sets to throw. And an alley to run. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. (21-0) our score after 1. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch twist.
Now Snell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. From the gun, Coleman. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Snell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A run for Snell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, this is where. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Snell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They will run with Ware. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Minshew for Keenan Allen. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Right there.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming.
Snap.
So third and long. Here's Minshew. And an alley to run. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tavecchio puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Minshew, first and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. And I'm not sure this is going to stand. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
On the ready.
Check 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On first and 10, Coleman. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Coleman. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Minshew. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Watch the run, watch the run.
5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. He's checking.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well in that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Operating from the gun, Coleman. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Now.
From the gun, Coleman. And he comes back with one complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Back to throw now on first down. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Set. 8-3.
54. In your face.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He completes this one to Mack. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Here's Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Coleman. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run with Snell. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Who got this? At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, echo.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
We go set. 60 or. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jonathan Allen in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.